Good evening once again, ladies and gentlemen. I am Franchise Pearson, and welcome again to my channel, Franchise Blue. February 12th of 2026. Happy Thursday, happy Thursday. Have 6:19 in the p.m. and let's say it together. Praise our Heavenly Father from whom all blessings flow. And the glory is in the story. People, thank you for all your love, offerings, and your gifts. Some of you all have sent some things through my post office box, and I appreciate it. I went to my post office box today, and I appreciate that. It helps me sustain. You are loved, and you are appreciated. I'm going to say it again. You are loved, and you are appreciated. Whatever you guys send, I appreciate it. But let me digress. I have something burning on my mind to tell you this evening because, like a friend of mine just said to me over the phone, Pearson, you're a watchman. Yes, I am. And I saw something brewing yesterday, and I finally put it together. Got on my knees last night. I'm like, God, you know what I'm going through. He put out his spirit and had me connect some stuff that happened earlier this year. So I want to show you, you have to ask yourself, yesterday, there was a U.S. destroyer and supply ship that collided in the Caribbean Sea. A U.S. Navy destroyer and supply ship collided in the Caribbean Sea. At the same time, Benjamin Netanyahu went to see Trump. Now, I'm sure you guys have asked, like I have been asking, why is Benjamin Netanyahu going to see Trump so much? He has seen Donald John Trump so many times, in fact, six times, that has never happened. And I had to really, really concentrate. And God's like, look, you got to look backwards to look forward. These are the birth pains. Trump is playing good cop. Netanyahu, in my humble opinion, is playing bad cop. Trump is saying we still got it, leave it open for negotiation. Benjamin Netanyahu of Israel is saying, look, DMX, get him. It ain't quite like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. They're both playing roles, but they're playing a role. I believe the end game is to have a WAR, and I'm going to show you. It is not coincidence in my book that this destroyer hit a supply ship. It's telling, it reflects something in the past. I'm going to tie it together. And this sixth time that Benjamin Netanyahu has met with Trump, six, watch when I connect this. Somebody say praise the Lord. We're going to get ready to get up out of here, y'all. We got a few more things to go through, but we're gonna make it. We're going to endure. Check this out and break it down.
Back to this breaking news that we are following as information, a bit of information is coming in from U.S. Southern Command at this point and Fox News. Jennifer Griffin there at Fox News did get this information from U.S. Southern Command. What we know so far is that two U.S. Navy sailors were injured Wednesday after a U.S. Navy destroyer and a supply ship collided there in the Caribbean. Now, the U.S. Southern Command essentially putting out a statement to Jennifer that said, quote, yesterday afternoon, the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer and the supply-class fast combat support ship collided during a replenishment at sea. Two personnel reported minor injuries and are in stable condition. Both ships have reported sailing safely. The incident is currently under investigation. Now, there is
So that's what happened yesterday. Now, think back to some videos I did in my last channel and this channel, particularly last year. On August 2nd, 1943, the PT-109 boat, commanded by Lieutenant John Fitzgerald Kennedy, our 35th president, was rammed and sunk in the early morning hours The collision occurred in the Blackett Strait in the Solomon Islands. This was August 2nd, 1943. JFK was the commander then. August 2nd, 1943. Look what else happened on August 2nd. J.D. Vance was born. Just throwing that out there. Because I told y'all Kamala's coming back. And so is Obama. Kamala Harris is coming back. Now watch this. August 2nd, 2025 is the last birthday of the anniversary of PT-109, the boat that split in half that was hit in the waters when JFK was lieutenant. February 11th was yesterday when these two boats collided. The difference is 194. The 194th day of the year is July 13th. Now, what happened on July 13th of 2024? Many of you all know. Fight, fight, fight. Remember that? Remember this situation? Trump got hit in the ear, they said, in Butler, Pennsylvania. Now, let's listen to and about the PT-109 incident with JFK. Listen.
Do you mind recalling how this episode began?
Well, we were, Pat McMahon and I were on board the PT-109. We were sunk the night of August 2nd, 3rd, 1943, while attacking a Japanese destroyer off of Kalamangara Island in the Central Solomons.
Was everybody thrown into the water then, all of the men?
Well, the boat was split in two. We hit it almost head on, and they were going about 40 knots. We were going at about 12 at that time, and the crew was divided. Some went on one side of the destroyer and some went on the other.
Was any of the crew lost at the time?
Yes, two were lost, and some of them were taken under the destroyer and came up at 100 or 150 or 200 yards away from the boat.
Do you mind recalling how this episode began?
Well, we were...
And he saved, I think he saved a few people. I forgot, but they said he had a rope in his mouth as he was swimming and had another guy holding on. I forgot the name. I put it in other videos. I didn't do that research today. But he became a hero. PT-109. And I should have been decoding that 109 in my decodes, but I haven't. But this is a big number, and I have been neglecting it. And like Pearson at 109, I keep forgetting what it relates to. But 108 is important because we just had JFK's 108th birthday on May 29th. But going forward, I'll remember the 109. That's an incident. Now, you got the backstory on that. Here's JFK's birthday, May 29th, 1917. Take May 29th, 2026 from yesterday's date. Look at what you get. May 29th, 2026, JFK's birthday this year, anniversary, the 109th. Subtracted from yesterday's incident, the difference is 108. Like I just said, we just celebrated the 108th birthday of JFK. What are the odds? What are the odds? What are the odds? His birthday, subtracted from yesterday, come out to his, come on now. Come on now. Now I'm gonna show you, I'm gonna keep showing you some tie-ins. United States Navy was founded October 13th, 1775. United States Navy. October 13th, 2026 is the anniversary of the U.S. Navy, subtracted from yesterday. Look at this. October 13th, 2026, the anniversary of the United States Navy, subtracted from yesterday's date of the incident. The difference is 35 weeks. Who's the 35th president? JFK. Where's all this leading to, Pearson? It's going to happen again. We're going to get crushed. Our ships are going to get crushed. Listen to me real good. We're going to get crushed. We're going to get crushed. The word collide. Collide comes out to 33, like Masonic. It also comes out to 305 in Satanic. What is 305? The 305th day of the year is November 11th, like 111. When I say we're going to get crushed, I mean it. November 11th, 111, Pope Francis died on the 111th day of the year, 421, April 21st. We're going to get crushed, y'all. Get ready. We're going to get crushed. We're going home soon. We're going home soon. Just get ready. Get ready. Get ready. Gonna go through a few more birth pains. We're going home soon. Now look. World War II began 9/1/1939. 9/1/1939. World War II. That's what JFK was in when they sunk his boat. Take 9/1/2025, anniversary of World War II when it started, from yesterday's date when both those ships collided. The difference is 5/14. What if I told you that on 5/14, that's when Israel became a nation? And Benjamin Netanyahu was in Washington yesterday, and all this was going on? I told you it wasn't no accident. God was stirring in my spirit. And then a friend of mine called me today. I'm like, brother, you own it. I see it. He's like, I hope you see it. I see it. What are the odds? Two ships would collide. And then I would literally take World War II and subtract it from yesterday and get Israel. They became a nation on 5/14. It's about to pop, y'all. It's about to pop. Why, Pearson? Because this is the 6th time that Benjamin Netanyahu has met with Trump. And I'm going to show you what that means. Listen to Trump first with his purple towel, Phoenician.
Why does Prime Minister Netanyahu want you to stop negotiating with Iran?
He is, you're saying stop entertaining, stop talking to them? Didn't say that, we didn't discuss that. I'll talk to them as long as I like, and we'll see if we can get a deal with them. And if we can't, we'll have to go to phase 2. Phase 2 will be very tough for them. I'm not looking for that.
Mr. President, there are currently 0 Israeli hostages left in Gaza because of you. Thank you for that. And now that the war is ending in Gaza and Israel, I wanted to ask, do you believe Bibi bears any responsibility for the security failures that we saw on October 7th?
Well, October 7th was a rough time, and I guess everybody's responsible. It's you to look, but it was a terrible attack. It was a sneak attack. It was as violent as unfortunately, I've seen some of the results at levels that probably even you, good reporter, but probably you haven't seen. It was a horrible thing that took place.
All right, so he discussed that. Now listen to this, because this is the 6th meeting. It's coded. Listen very carefully.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu today for a hastily arranged meeting to discuss renewed U.S. talks with Iran over its nuclear program. Mr. Trump has of late been both threatening and cajoling the Islamic Republic. This week, the president is emphasizing diplomacy, and that has worried Israel. Stephanie Seid examines Israel's demands for the talks and why aggressive Israeli action against Palestinians in the West Bank may be causing a rift between the leaders.
The meeting between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Trump lasted 2.5 hours. In a state
2.5 hours. 60, 60, and 30 is what? That's 150 minutes. So just wait on it. 2.5 hours. They always speak in code.
Between Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and President Trump lasted 2.5 hours. In a statement, the president said the meeting was very good and that there was nothing definitive reached other than he insisted negotiations with Iran continue to see whether or not a deal can be consummated. The Israeli leader has visited the White House more in Trump's second term than any other world leader. He made his intentions for this 6th visit clear before he left Israel.
6.
On this trip, we will discuss a number of issues, Gaza, the region, but of course, first and foremost, the negotiations with Iran. I will present to the president our ideas about the principles in the negotiation.
Netanyahu's hasty meeting comes as the U.S. restarts talks on Iran's nuclear program. Israel and the U.S. are demanding Iran end its uranium enrichment program, limit its ballistic missile program, and end funding for militant groups in the region. In an interview on Fox News this week, President Trump projected confidence in his ability to make a deal, but doubted Iran would keep its word.
I'd rather make a deal. It's got to be a good deal. No nuclear weapons, no missiles, no this, no that, all the different things that you want. But some people worry that they've been very dishonest with us over the years.
The talks come.
It's going down. It's going down. It's going down, you guys. It's going down. And you got the bird right next to him. Symbolic. Seahawks. Seahawks. We're gonna get our butt kicked. It's all deliberate. Everybody gonna hurt. Everybody gonna get their butt kicked, but we gonna feel it. Now, look. Remember I said, they said 2.5 hours, 60 minutes and 30 minutes is 150. The 150th day of the year is May 30th. May 30th. Take May 30th, subtract it from yesterday. Look at that. Look at that. They're talking. May 30th, 2026 from yesterday's 2 ships colliding. The difference is 108. There's your 108 again. That's Kennedy. He's 108 years old. Come on, man. They playing with us. They telling us. Now, the USS Truxtun. That was the ship that hit the supply ship. The US Truxtun. US Truxtun. It was commissioned on April 25th, 09. April 25th, 09. Commissioned. April 25th, 09. That's it there. USS Truxtun. Let's put it together. 425. Right there. Anniversary of the USS Truxtun. Trump's last birthday, June 14, 2025. The difference is 45 weeks. Who's the 45th president? Yeah, baby. I told you. We about to get kicked. Now look. Here's the person what the ship was named after, the one that got wrecked yesterday. His birthday, well, his death date is May 5th. See it there? May 5th. May 5th. May 5th, right there, May 5th. May 5th. May 5th, like 5-5. Julius Caesar died at 55 years old. May 5th. May 5th, 1882, right there, May 5th. Truxtun, May 5th. Watch this connection. May 5th, 2026 from yesterday. May 25th, 2026, anniversary of the guy where the ship was named after him from yesterday's date. 84, Barack Obama was born August 4th. Now, here's the tie-in. I did a video back in the day. Remember, they said this lady was unalived on January 7th of this year, 2026, by ICE. Renee Nicole Good. Her license plate told the story as far as I'm concerned. It was the future. JK6W3D. JK6W3D. JK6. John Kennedy. 6. How many times has Benjamin Netanyahu met with Trump? 6 times. It's not a coincidence. They always tell you ahead of time. I showed you 108. How many times? JFK. I showed you at the beginning. I took 8-2. 8-2 was the day that JFK's boat was split in two in World War II. I took 8-2 from yesterday's date and got 194, which came out to July 13th, the day that Trump got hit in the head. I just showed you all this 108, 35. What was the 35? I showed you United States Navy became the Navy October 13th. I took the anniversary date from the situation, and he gave me 35. He's the 35th president, JFK. I gave you all these clues ahead of time. All these clues. Benjamin Netanyahu yesterday, here. All these clues. And now we got the biggest clue of all. The biggest clue of all is on January 7th, we saw a license plate. John Kennedy 6. After the 6th meeting, that's it. We about to go to you know what. It's about to happen. 6, it's like 6 feet under. Or John Fitzgerald Kennedy. The 6 could be an F. F, like John Fitzgerald Kennedy, that's his full name, but either way, it's the 6. It's the 6. Now check this out. Okay. It's in the license plate. JK, John, like John Fitzgerald Kennedy, the president who got popped back in the day. John Kennedy, 6. That's the license plate. 6 feet under. That means he's dead. When you die, you go 6 feet under. Now, put it together. It's all in your face. They're literally telling you, and they told you early in the year. Now, you want to see it? Want to see some proof? That was January 7th of 2026. That's when they, on the live tell they said, in Minnesota, January 7th. January 7th, 2026. Yesterday, 2 ships collided. The difference is 35. JFK was the 35th president. Jesus is coming soon. I'm putting it together. I've been doing this since I was 17. I'm in my 60s. I watch this thing. I listen to God. I'm telling y'all, we got to get right, stay right, get ready for the flight. People, I can only show you. I can't cram it down your throat. Somebody asked me, when the big one gonna come? Pierce been talking about for a whole year. Oh, it's coming. I'm not even sure if I'm ready, but I'm gonna get ready. I'm gonna get ready. When I say get ready, I'm just gonna play gospel music when this thing hit. I'm gonna go live. We're gonna support each other mentally and endure. We got a few more birth pains to come, but I just told you. Benjamin Netanyahu, he met with him 6 times. I believe that license plate reflects it. Once you go 6, that's it. That's it. The 7th time, everything is good. Just like her name. But the scripture backed it up. Genesis 1:31 said, God looked over everything he had created and said everything was good. In other words, it's finished. It's complete. Now we can begin the new system. That's what they're going to do. They're creating this WAR. They're creating it. So when it comes out of the ruins, that Phoenician bird, that Phoenix bird goes up and boom, it's over with. The language of doom. 2 Navy ships collide. We're in the end. God bless.